Hello and welcome to another Out of Spec Bits episode. You join me and my friend Mike Wiencotter.
Hi, good to see you again.
Again,
After Goodwood?
Yes, with the Cayenne last time.
Yeah.
Now again.
Yeah.
With different paint.
Exactly. So the look was similar. We tried to trick you one more time.
Okay.
But this time, this is actually an illuminated paint.
Oh.
So we used 25 different layers of paint. One layer of paint is half the size of one of your hair.
Okay.
And we implemented 500 meters of additional cabling. So everything can be turned on and off.
Yeah.
And on top, 100 liters of clear coating to give it a smooth surface.
Okay.
That's it.
But will not be a customer ordered
No,
option.
never. It's just a concept car.
But it's
Please don't
cool.
ask. It is very cool.
Yeah.
It looks very good.
And it's fun to watch it light up.
Yeah.
And we saw something similar Volkswagen Group did with ID7 back in the day. So similar technology.
Similar technology, exactly.
That's not why we're doing this video about paint. We're doing this video because Porsche has announced, really for the first time, wireless charging capabilities. I have so many questions. Before we get into that, tell me about the updates since the last time we saw the Cayenne. I'll leave that video linked in the description.
Yes.
Because you've been doing the Porsche thing where you sprinkle some information out until we get to the real technical stuff, which is coming at some point.
Yes.
But what's new?
So we call it the salami tactic.
Ah.
One slice after another.
Okay.
So we are claiming more than 600 kilometers WLTP range.
Yeah.
Even more impressive is the recuperation, 600 kilowatts.
Damn.
Same level as the Formula E race car.
Okay, that's good. Because
wait.
Taycan's 400 or 300?
It's 400.
Yeah, J12 Taycan's 400. Yeah. So this is another 200 kilowatt regen on top of that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So with that comes 400 kilowatts of DC fast charging capabilities.
Yep.
We're claiming more than 1,000 horsepower. So it's going to be the most powerful Cayenne ever. 0 to 100 in less than 3 seconds. So fairly quick.
100 kph.
kph,
Okay.
not miles.
Should be miles.
Well, not yet.
Yeah.
It's still a big car.
Yeah,
So,
totally.
Yeah. Size-wise, similar to the current Cayenne that we are going to keep producing and also refreshing.
Yeah, so that actually, we got a lot of comments on
Yeah.
that. So E3 Cayenne is going, is it E3.3 or E3.2?
Right now it's E32.
Yeah, but that will continue on.
It will continue and we'll keep it relevant.
And so you'll make the combustion and plug-in hybrids.
Exactly, yeah.
And I think in the US that's really important still.
All over the world.
Yeah,
right now.
okay.
Yeah, even in Europe. Plug-in hybrids.
Yeah.
Very important.
But the investment to electric and the excitement is still really big, even within Porsche still, it feels like.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
E4, this is really, it's the next gen Cayenne that's fully electric.
Yes.
But you're still selling the classic one, if we can call it that.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good solution.
Yeah. And the E4 will remain fully electric only.
Okay.
So it's not going to be a swap to any other drivetrain opportunity.
And it's PPE underneath,
It's
just,
PPE,
just stretched.
800 volts, obviously, yeah.
Okay, so sorry to get us off topic, but I just wanted to clarify that for the viewers, because I know we discussed it in the last episode and brushed over it.
Yeah.
But that's a really cool thing. Aero blades. I saw someone doing a launch control in one of these, and it, torqued over, loaded up the suspension, and the thing shot out the back. What's up with that?
So this is an active aero part, and what that actually does, it is lengthening the car at higher speeds, which improves the efficiency, the drag of the car.
Ah, so does it come on in range mode as well?
No, it's just speed relevant.
Just speed?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what mode as you hit. Do you know what speed?
I know, but
Oh, you can't tell us.
again,
It's real secret information.
salami tactics again. Yeah,
Nice.
it's improving range ultimately. It looks cool. It's a cool feature. We even put some GPS coordinates on this blade, which leads you to the wind tunnel in Weissach.
Oh, how cool is
Just
that?
a little Easter egg.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Very nice. Other than that, is there any new information? Range, we discussed.
600 kilometers WLTP, over 600.
Yeah, that's great. That's a real road trip car.
Yeah.
This is throw the family in there, put the roof box on it,
Yeah.
do miles. That's the Porsche thing.
Yes.
Of course, it's going to have great thermal management, route planning, all the stuff a Porsche needs to have.
And it drives like a true Porsche.
Okay.
Yeah. Active Ride is a game changer. Off-road and on-road for the first time.
Okay, that's true, because we've seen Active Ride in Panamera and Taycan.
Yeah.
And so that will also be here. We discussed previously.
Yeah.
But
with the first off-road application as well. So very capable car.
yeah, and we talked about it before, but people don't realize how capable Cayennes are.
Yeah.
They're insanely off-road capable.
Yeah.
And so I hope this will do the same.
Yeah, we touched on the first generation, the E1,
Yes.
which was a totally over-engineered car.
Totally.
That's why so many people are converting it now into real off-roaders because it's so capable.
Yeah, and those are sick builds. We see them in Colorado.
Yeah.
Okay, so charging this, you mentioned 400 kilowatt DC charging.
Yes.
But there's a new way of charging.
Exactly. Porsche wireless charging, inductive charging with up to 11 kilowatts, even in the US, even for you guys.
So that was the craziest thing I saw in your announcement. Thank you for putting the US.
Just for you, Kyle.
I appreciate that because in the US we have single phase,
Yeah.
and so you have to up the amperage to 48
Exactly.
amps.
48 amps on the single phase, 16 amps on 3 phases.
Yeah.
So we can always deliver up to 11 kilowatts.
Can we show the pad?
Oh yeah, of
It's
course.
right up here.
Over here.
So I have a lot of questions about how in
Yeah.
general this will work, and we're going to talk to your colleague Simon about the nitty gritty. But essentially this is what you're going to install in your garage, right?
Exactly. So this is the charging pad. It
Yep.
weighs 50 kilogram.
Okay.
It's quite heavy, so
Yeah.
you can just lay it on the ground. If you want, you can secure it with additional bolts, but you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
It's completely waterproof. It's watertight. So in theory, even if your garage is underwater, the car will continue to charge underwater.
Wow.
No kidding.
Okay, coming to an out-of-spec video soon.
Yeah.
I'm going to flood my garage.
Good luck.
Yeah, okay. Not
you
going to
can
happen.
you
Yeah.
can put a piece of wood on top. It doesn't care. It will keep on charging.
Okay.
If you have a living object like a cat coming, it will stop immediately because it has 4 radar sensors which detects living objects. So it will pause, and when the living object removes itself, it will continue and ramp up the charging again.
Yeah.
But if you put a metal object on top, it will just stop because this would get warm. It will not get hot, only warm.
Okay. I talked to Simon, who we'll bring on camera as well. I asked, what if a cat walks over this? And he said nothing will happen. It's just the collar might warm up a little bit.
Exactly.
And so that's why it stops, mostly
Exactly.
for
Yeah.
extra safety. But I'll talk to Simon about efficiency and everything like that. In terms of the practical benefit, you told me yesterday when we were chatting, there's no external wall box needed to power this.
Exactly. Even if you don't have a wall box yet, you can just put this onto your grid and it will work with up to 11 kilowatts.
Yeah.
It's even easier to mount than a wall box.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
very
just
cool.
3 cables coming out of there.
So the only, I would say, maybe downside, not a downside, it's new technology. New technology is expensive.
Yeah.
The Cayenne is also not going to be a cheap car. So I think the general customer for a Porsche is okay spending a little bit of money on something like this versus, let's say, an ID Polo customer, for example.
Yeah, exactly.
So this pad is how much?
This pad is 5,000 euros in Germany, including VAT.
Okay. And then you also need to have the car spec'd with the retro or with the preparation kit.
Or the plate
Okay.
that we are offering from the beginning.
Okay,
So when
so-
this is out, the car plate will be out as well, so you can get it together.
Okay.
And the total package will be just shy of 7,000 euros.
Okay.
Again, in Germany, including VAT.
So I think some of our viewers will have a little sticker shock to that, reasonable. But if you put it in perspective,
Yeah.
ceramics are going to be around the same price. Active Ride, Burmester, all of these Porsche options.
It's just another option from a Porsche perspective.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cars are expensive, options are expensive. This is really cool.
Yeah.
Now, I've seen, like, in the past, these kind of ideas happen and then never make it to production.
Yeah, the thing is, it's fairly easy to build a prototype, to make it run one time. But to put it into mass production is really the challenge. That's why it takes so long. It's very challenging to have all the safety standards in place, also to make it robust enough. You can, in theory, drive over it with a Cayenne. It will not stop working. It will not be
Okay.
harmed.
Yeah.
So it will withstand the weight of a Cayenne.
Yeah.
It's watertight, as I mentioned before. So it's a lot of technology that goes into this little piece of technology. You have the radar sensor that I mentioned. You have the fan going here. You have the coils here
Yeah.
for the inductive charging. So it's really, the packaging is really challenging, and to make it work on a larger scale is really the challenge without the wall box with up to 11 kilowatts. So no one has done it before, and we are the first to market with it next year.
And my last question before we talk to Simon is the alignment of the car in this. Is there a software or is it flexible or how does it work?
It's integrated in the parking system of the car. So it will show you guidelines in green and
Yeah.
2 circles that come closer and closer to each other. And when they match, the car is able to charge. So just put the car in park and leave the car, and the car will do the rest for you.
And it will charge, and you can still set the charge limit in the
Yes.
car to what you would
With
normally
the
do.
My Porsche app, you
Yeah.
can preheat the car, you can pre-cool the car if you want to.
Yeah.
So it's all fully controllable via the app.
Okay, well, Mike, always good to see you. Thank you
Likewise.
for presenting this to us.
My
We'll
pleasure.
nerd out with Simon in a second, but I just think it's cool. I like new technology. I like stuff. Look, I don't think this is for everyone, but it is for a lot of people who have a garage.
It's very convenient and very safe too.
You just pull up, park it, walk away.
Yeah.
I mean,
easy.
Doesn't get easier than that. Thanks
Exactly.
again, Mike.
My pleasure.
Guys, this is Simon. Simon, welcome to the channel.
Hey, nice to meet you, Pat.
Yeah, same here. So what do you do for Porsche?
I'm with product management for charging infrastructure components.
Yeah, nice. So our kind of guy right here. We love it. Oh, William, if you spin around, our buddy Chris Rifa's here. What's up, Chris? Also a Porsche customer, actually.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Simon. Hi.
So Simon, about the charging pad.
Yes.
Because we could nerd out about DC charging all day and charging curves
Right.
and all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Technically, how does this work? Because the audience is screaming right now.
Yeah.
Inductive charging is inefficient. This is so stupid.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Tell us your
So,
answer.
I mean, what we have mainly two components, right? We have the so-called ground pad and we have the so-called vehicle pad on the vehicle side. It's installed between the front wheels and it's actually above the underbody. So while charging, we will actually charge through the underbody.
Really? So it's protected from rocks and other stuff?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
What
also,
if you are to like hit scrape pulling into a parking lot or off?
I mean, the underbody protection is below, so it is wrapped in the vehicle rather snug. I would
Okay,
say.
very cool.
So between those two components, we charge inductively with 11 kilowatts.
Okay.
And we do that with an efficiency of 90%. And if you think about efficiency of conductive charging, we are at 94, 95% from grid to battery.
Yeah.
And so 90% is quite impressive. And if you compare it to smartphones, for example, it's really, my experience is usually bad with inductive charging.
Yeah, because they're phone heaters more than phone chargers.
Exactly, because they have an efficiency of like 60, 70%.
Yeah.
So it's really impressive to have 90% efficiency to realize 11 kilowatt charging.
Okay, so I think that answers the question. Now, I'm going to be curious the difference between the Euro spec and the US spec
Yeah.
charging, because you're doing 16 amps and you're
Yeah.
up three-phase.
Yeah.
But I love that you really supported the US market on this one by supporting single-phase
Yeah.
48 amp.
So we're going to have two variants of that ground pad, and depending on the market, you're going to get the 48 amp single phase variant
Yeah.
or the 16 amp three phase variant.
What's cool about that is this is actually a higher charging power wirelessly than the Macan sold in the US, because that's only 40 amps.
Exactly. Exactly.
Which that should be 48 or 80 amps, but that's a topic for another day.
Yes.
But anyway, absolutely love that. So, you were telling me a little bit on the vehicle side.
Yes.
The car has to be produced with a preparation kit in order to have the
Yeah.
underplate, right?
So once you order your new Cayenne, you can opt for the charging pad on the vehicle side. You will get the vehicle which is ready to be inductively charged.
Yes.
If you don't want to spend the money right away, you can also opt for a so-called preparation.
Yeah.
Depending on the vehicle, depending on the market, it might be standard.
Okay.
And that preparation only contains vehicle harness and cooling tubes.
Yeah.
To
So it's
ensure-
actively cooled on the vehicle side.
Exactly. It's actually water cooled, and we need this preparation to enable to be able to retrofit the vehicle pad.
Right. So it's sort of like the rear seat entertainment preparation.
Exactly.
Where you could get the wiring back there, but you
Exactly.
didn't have to spend the thousands of dollars for the screens or whatever.
Yes.
Which I think that kind of future-proofs the car in a sense, where, you know, maybe the product managers for the US will choose, yeah, let's install it on all the Cayennes. Maybe they won't. Spain could be different than us. But you can go through the order guides, and if you're a nerd, which if you are because you're watching this video, you'll be able to tell if your car has the preparation kit. Now, you mentioned something to me earlier that's really interesting. This is not using the onboard charger from the vehicle. So can you explain that a little bit?
So what the vehicle pad contains is not only the receiving coils, it also contains a DC converter. So which charges the battery directly from that vehicle pad. We don't utilize the vehicle onboard charger.
So what happens if you plug in from a wall box and the vehicle pad?
That is actually a good question. I don't know.
22 kilowatt charging in the US.
Yeah.
I don't know, it would be cool.
I mean,
Yeah.
when we're inductively charging, we won't allow to open the
The ports.
ports, I guess, but I'm actually not sure.
We will definitely test it
Yes.
and let you know. In terms of the pad, you also mentioned the pad is actively cooled.
Exactly. The pad is air cooled. I mean, I said it earlier, the vehicle side is water cooled, but since you want to be independent on the infrastructure side, it's air cooled. And we will actually have the airflow going in front.
Okay.
we have the coil area here on the front part.
Yeah.
And then we have the electronics in the back, and there is also a service flap which contains the air vent.
Yep.
And we blow out the air to the side and rear.
Nice. So if you have a real leafs and other stuff, you can lift it, just clear it.
Exactly.
How often do you think you'll need to do this? Once every few months, or?
We expect it to be mainly maintenance free, but if customers see that the fan is going up super loud, we will recommend them to open the service flap and clean it out. Use a vacuum and
Yeah.
so down.
I think it's cool. Do you have any predictions on how many people are going to take this option?
I hope as many as possible.
Yeah, it's a really cool one.
Yes.
Are you the first major automaker in the Western world to do this?
We are the first one with 11 kilowatts, having it all in one package.
Yeah.
There have been other manufacturers trying.
Yeah, I've seen the trying, but
With
we've
concepts.
never been able to see one that you can buy
Yeah.
from them. So this is really coming not at SOP, but shortly after?
Yes, in 2026.
Okay, very cool. So that's not long away.
No.
So hopefully the PCNA guys can install one in Atlanta, perhaps, so
They
we
will.
can go over there and try it, or we'll come over with you guys and try it. I want to do, I think it would be great to do an efficiency test. Charge it from 0 to 100 on a wall box, then charge it from 0 to 100 on this, and meter the grid side.
It's a good idea.
And then we can actually look to see what's
And
the difference.
We can actually prove the 90%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say it's 90%. If it's 89, it's not going to be a good day. No, I'm just joking. It should be fine. But thank you, Simon, for coming. Really cool to, if anything, see a cool innovation like this. And I think the Cayenne customer is the perfect customer for this.
We believe so, yes. It fits perfect to the brand, to Porsche, but especially to Porsche Cayenne customers. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks again for joining. And thank you guys for watching. The wireless charging actually happening with Porsche. We're going to film it. We're going to test it. We're going to do all the stuff. Let me know what you think in the comments. Wireless charging is always controversial. I don't know why. Because like if it's that efficient, it should be just, why wouldn't we do it? So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. See you on another one again soon. Bye-bye.